you're addicted to their potential and not their real reality. And I'm here to tell you exactly what I mean by this, because you see, if I take you back in my personal life a couple years back, I was the type of guy who was always kind and tried to see the best in everyone. It's pretty kind and noble, but I believed in people, right? I always believed in their potential, in their best, and I wanted to see them rise from where they are to where they want to go. And I'm kind of still like that, especially with the clients that I have and the people that I work with. But you see, in dating, this mindset probably completely broke me. And I'm telling that I'm being so vulnerable and saying that, but that is the truth. Because I was always telling myself, like, they just need time. They've been through a lot. They've got this going on. Once they feel safe, once this, once that, right? That's when everything will be better. Meanwhile, months were just passing, weeks, days, whatever was passing, even years. And that's when it hits you. You're like, holy shit, nothing's actually changing because I'm just looking for their potential and not who they actually are as a person and as reality, really. And so, my core message here and what I kind of want to portray to you guys is you don't build relationships on their potential. You have to build relationships on who they are as a person, right? Because obviously they've been going through a lot of things and they've been through a lot, which has made them to the person that they are today. So you shouldn't be falling in love with somebody that you shouldn't fall in love with somebody just because of their potential and what they could be. And you sitting there feeling like you can change them. Rather, you should fall in love with the person that they are and love them for who they are and then grow together in whatever way happens, right? Because love is not about seeing someone as what they could be, but you have to be honest and really love the person as who they are, right? So otherwise, you kind of just in denial, right? And I'm here to give you guys a perfect like analogy and really just hope that this can make sense to you because I've done this mistake in my life. You've probably been addicted to their potential. I have a very close friend of mine who was with somebody for almost half the year to a year because he was always sitting there and believing, I can change this person. I can change her. I can make her like this. I can do that. I can do this. But that's not the case. Like you have to love them for who they are and not for who you think they can become. Right? So here, I've written down a analogy for you guys, which I want to share with you so you can actually understand what I'm saying. So imagine this, right? You're building a new house, and then you have this whole team that's supposed to build, like the construction company, whatever is supposed to build you this amazing house. And they're giving you the blueprint. You're looking at the blueprint and you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. I really want this. They're showing everything and like, yeah, this is awesome. And then months pass, weeks pass, months pass, half a year passes, and you're like, oh, what's going on? Nothing's really built, right? It's all just talk. It's all just potential. It's just excuses, really, right? So at that point, like, are you wrong for wanting to move in? Or is the construction company wrong for not ever building anything, right? You can't just live on this blueprint. Like, you have to understand that you need something solid for you to move into. And that's exactly how relationships work as well. You can't just be sitting there looking at this blueprint of a person and being like, this is what they can be. This is really what this relationship can be. But at the end of the day, you're just addicted to their potential and not who they actually are as a person. And trust me, I've been in relationships where I have a lot of good things going on. And I'm like, yeah, because like I'll be vulnerable again. Like we were fighting all the time. And I'm like, but when we're not fighting, we're having such a great time. Like the potential is here. If we can just have such a great time all the time, then this relationship would be perfect. She's so loving. She has so much emotions. Like really loves me for me and whatnot. But then she always wants to fight with me because she's insecure or whatever. So then I'm sitting there and being like, fuck, if we can just have this good time all the time, I'd be in the perfect relationship ever, right? But that's just the potential of it. It's not the reality of the situation. So you have to be like, okay, is this actually real? Or am I just in this because I want something else that I can see being the potential, but actually never ends up happening, right? I hope this makes sense because I really want you guys to understand that this will break you if you like keep stuck in this cycle, right? Like you have to understand that the person is who they are because of what they've been through, but you're not going to change that moving forward. Now they are who they are, right? Like Jesus said, you will know them by their fruit. So you will know them by their pain, their childhood, whatever. It's not about, oh, I wish this could be the case, or I wish this, I wish that, because it's so good when it's like this. That's just the potential, but that's what you're addicted to. You have to snap out of it and realize the actual reality of the situation. And is this a relationship you actually want to be in? That's what changes everything. And that's when you really realize that you will find the right person when you see who they are for who they are in the present and not for what they can be later down in the future, right? So my main thing is just like if there are red flags, but you still see potential, you have to take the red flags at point blank face value. You can't just be hoping for potential and looking at what's in the future because the reality of the situation is it's not the potential. It just is what it is. You probably heard that thousands of times, but there's no better way to put it than it just is what it is. That's the reality of the situation. And you have to look at it that way. And I promise you, because I've been through this myself countless of times, like I've been burnt in the past because I've always looked for the best in people and wanted things to work out. But sometimes you have to take things at face value, even though it's tough and it's almost tough just saying it, but it genuinely is what it is. And you have to be able to move on and look away from the potential and actually look at the real reality behind the relationship and the situation. I really hope this helps. If you have any questions, I'll leave my Instagram down below. You can send me a message there. I'm happy to help with whatever. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.